What about Marcus, Adu, and Gabe? And then were there any other guys that were unable to participate?
No update really from yesterday. Bron, again, for the second straight day, did some individual on-court work. Gabe was a full participant today. No update on any of the other guys. The only new thing is Maxey, kind of tweaked his quad yesterday during conditioning. As a precautionary, he sat out today. He'll get an MR later this afternoon, and hopefully, it's nothing serious.
How have you adjusted sort of your from training camp 1 to training camp 2 in terms of priorities? Is there anything that drastic changes you've made to how you wanted to organize this versus last year having some level of proof of concept from year one?
I would say probably the biggest point of emphasis is just providing more structure in early offense and really emphasizing our running patterns and just kind of being organized in early offense. The second thing is having them run more, just in general, not necessarily just sprints, but just like having them do more full court where they're running and getting in shape.
Coach, when it comes to running and speeding up, often when that happens in any kind of field, a technique can start to falter with that speed. So how do you get them to kind of get into those early actions and push the pace without, maybe an increase in turnovers?
I don't think it's going to lead to more turnovers. If a throw ahead is open, we make a throw ahead, and then we get it back, and we're in our first action. If there's not a throw ahead, it's really just about what does it look like with the 5 in trail? What does it look like with the 5 at the rim? Or in some cases, Rui or LeBron or Luka ahead of the basketball. But in terms of turnovers, I don't think that plays into it.
Throughout preseason, what are the main factors you're going to evaluate with determining guard rotation?
Health.
I see. Yeah.
Health. I mean, that's the biggest thing. You can sort of look at a team on paper, but until they're on the court, you don't really know. I think it starts there. No, we're going to play Austin and Luka. I think they're going to play. Marcus is going to get healthy. Gabe's, I think trending in the right direction. Jake will play. And the rest of it is a competition.
Last season you were transparent about being more like a team defense and focusing on shifts and rotations, not necessarily having like an individual stopper. Does that change this year with Marcus, assuming he gets healthy at some point, Vanderbilt having a healthy offseason? Like, how do you view your team defense now compared to last season?
I think with a healthy Vando and hopefully a healthy Marcus, I think our ability to put more pressure on the basketball earlier in the defensive possession will be a real thing. I don't think, it's night and day the way Vando's moving right now, even from when we finished the season. Like his growth in body mechanics this summer is significant, and it's evident in the first 2 days of camp. As far as our shift presentation and rules, like I don't necessarily think we're going to change a whole lot. There's always tweaks. There's tweaks to language. There's tweaks to techniques and stuff. There's a little bit of that, but certainly those guys give us another weapon defensively.
If Vando's able to get back to the level of athleticism he was at before the injuries, obviously we know what he can do defensively, along the baseline, on the glass.
Yeah.
How's that going to fit? You guys are trying to do.
Yeah, your hope is that you get, and it looks like we do have the pre-injury version of Vando. And you know, I talked about a lot with him this summer about this. Like he got put in a tough spot post-trade because he had to play the 5. There wasn't other options. You know, it was play small, have him be the backup 5. Those were our 2 options. So I think getting him back on the perimeter, and his body being in a good place from an athleticism and agility standpoint will be super helpful for our team.
Jake, what have been your impressions of the team through the first couple of days of practice?
Yeah, I thought we put together a really good first 2 days. We've been competing, we've been physical. JJ's been bringing up like winning the day, and I think we've won both days we've done training camp so far. We've been implementing some new stuff, obviously some new guys on the team. So just trying to still get used to how everyone plays and playing with each other on the court. But yeah, I thought it's been a really good first 2 days.
You played on a couple of NBA teams thus far. How's the Laker experience struck you early on compared to those other stops?
It's just like a lot more than anywhere else I've been. I've been in Memphis, Sacramento, and the Lakers, I mean, it's a basketball team, but it's like a lot bigger than that as well. Obviously, it's a brand, it's worldwide. There's a lot more to it than it just being the basketball team. So, yeah, I mean, I guess I'm going to see again once season starts and then the fans and everything like that, but I'm excited for it.
How do you handle that? Does that cross your mind at all, or do you try to keep it like?
No, not really. I just kind of focus on basketball, focus on getting better every day, winning the day, and yeah, I keep my focus on basketball.
You said before Media Day that you were able to kind of walk around Los Angeles and go a little bit unnoticed. Did Media Day change that for you at all?
No, not yet. I'm still able to go into some restaurants without being noticed, anything like that. Yeah, try to keep it as low key as possible.
Well, don't get used to that.
Yeah.
Jake, what's Gabe like as a leader with this group?
He's really good. He's been very vocal. He's helped me ever since I got here, and well, since he got here, and yeah, he's just like one of those guys you can always go up to and ask a question, and he'll always be open to giving you feedback and helping you learn through things. He's obviously been here before, he's experienced it, and he's done a really good job at just being that vocal guy.
What examples come to mind of things he's helped you with?
Just like even in practice and stuff, if I go off to the side or whatever, and he'll kind of just be like, yo, like this is kind of what we do, or helping me with some defensive schemes, or just help me understand what it's like to play in LA and stuff like that.
What's been the biggest adjustment for you so far coming to the league?
I mean, like nothing much really. Like it's basketball at the end of the day, like I was saying. I have the same role I feel like as I've been having, where it's just coming in, playing hard, complimenting Luka, LeBron, AR, bringing toughness on defense, helping crash, rebound, all that kind of stuff. Still getting used to obviously playing with Luka. It's my first time, being on the same side as him. But it's gonna make my life so much easier playing with someone like that.
We just saw you shooting around with Jared Vanderbilt. To us, his mechanics look different than in the past. What's your assessment of his outside shot?
Yeah, I mean it's gotten much better. I know early on in my career, we didn't respect him as a shooter, but fair to say that he can shoot the ball very well now, and he's been hitting shots. I don't know if he tweaked something, but yeah, it looks really good now, and it's going in.
I mean, I think just the trust they gave me. I talked with JJ, I talked with Rob, and then they kind of get me back last year, and I think that it's just a continuation of what we started last year. I think I'm still trying to get back to myself, and I started here, so I just want to continue, and I want to be part of this team, and I want to win too. So, thank you guys. Appreciate y'all.